So how y'all doing, guys? We back at it, and right now I'm taking my spiritual walk, which I recommend everybody does, especially after a day like today. It's been very stressful. Work is very annoying, but that's not what it's kind of what we're here to talk about. Alright, boys, my bad for cutting it off. It's just has some weird people looking at me. They look at me very strange. Yeah. Hope they're vibing though. So yeah, we're here on our usual walk. I take this walk every day. Sometimes it ranges from 30 minutes to an hour. Depends what the headspace in your head is. You should always take walks like this just to calm your mind and feel me, to show that every day it's not the best, but it could be. Damn, that light is beaming. I was like, bro, what is that? So yeah, like, I'm gonna show you now, like, when I get to the park, how all my trees is. I do got trees, and I do got names for the trees. Like, that happens though when you become spiritual. Like, you just start talking to plants. I love plants. Like, I haven't littered in a minute. I'm never gonna litter in my life again, because like, when you connect with plants in a different way, littering is like disrespecting them in a way. So yeah, let's make this day better with this walk. All right, I'll get back to y'all. So basically, I've been coming to this park for a while now, and I love it. It's beautiful. Most of these trees have a name, of course, by me, and I'm gonna introduce you to each of these trees today. Some of them doesn't have a name yet because I haven't got to introduce myself, but I still love them the same. It makes no difference. So look at the park. I like more this side because it's more dark. That's just me. So now let me introduce. So how y'all doing? So we at my park. I love this park. It's one of my favorite places to hang out at. I always come here every day. Sometimes I can't come in as I come too late and the sprinklers come on, so I don't want to walk and get wet. Or sometimes like the floor will be too wet. Like today, it's been raining a lot because I live in Florida, and in Florida it rains a lot. So basically, though, it's wet today, but you can never skip it more than twice. Like, if you skip it a day, you're gonna feel it. This becomes like a routine. So let me stop rambling and let me introduce you to my trees. This is protected. I call it protected because it's in the middle of everything. Basically in the middle of like all the trees. So I call it protected because it protects the trees. And it's beautiful too. So let me move on. I got way more trees to show you today. Alright, so let me introduce you to baby. What do I call you? Oh, Star. This is Star. See? Star because it's like the most brightest tree out of all of them. Well, that's what I like to say it, but you probably finna see more brighter trees. This one right here is one of my favorites. All of them are my favorites, but I like it because it's really big. It's cosmo, like where all the stars align. It's beautiful. So you always gotta name your trees. This is what I try to do. You don't gotta do the same thing as me because other things work for other people. I like to name the trees things that I want in my life and things that I like in my life or I aspire to. So this is Dream. I always tell it to have good dreams because I always want to have good dreams. So we always connect that way, in a sort of way. So this one right here is love, because you always got to show love and appreciation for everything. It's love, and I love this tree. This one right here, I named it when I was on my smoking stage, like when I was smoking a lot of weed in the past. I named this tree Indy. It's one of my first 2 trees that I named ever, and it's still staying strong, like you can see. Indy, beautiful. And this is one of the first trees I ever named. This would be Sativa. Sometimes I call it Savvy, sometimes I call that Indy. You always gotta give nicknames to your trees like if they're your friends, because sometimes they will treat you better than your friends. And that's this. I call this one Hybrid. No, that's another tree's name. I call this one Hope. they call it hope because not only can you see it's very beautiful, it's the only tree that actually looks white, but also I call it hope because I like to show hope in this world, this life, this weird reality that we're living in. You always gotta have hope for the future, for the present. Forget about the past, it's already done. Remember that. This one right here is promise, because always when you make a promise, always keep it and try to make good promises. Never make bad ones either. But you promise? Look, you're blind. You're doing good. If I got to talk to that tree, I probably didn't. I be forgetting sometimes. That's also the weed. Stop smoking weed. You be forgetting and it be killing your brain cells. Learn it from me. I used to be a pothead, bro, until I became a spiritual person. But I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Just go spiritual. You'll feel way happier, way better. Start taking care of yourself more. Do exercise every day, and you'll be like a whole new person. So this one right here is faith. I love faith because faith, you always gotta have faith in this world. And faith is one of my favorite trees. Faith, she actually was on the ground. Like, I don't know what happened to her. She fell to the ground and she was on the ground for like a week. And for that whole week, I would talk to her. And then I think they brought her up. I still don't know if they brought her up or like they got a whole new tree. But it doesn't matter. I still connect her to faith, so she's faith. Beautiful. Right? This one will be albino. When you see it, you will know why I called it albino, right? Take a look. It has one color, but it has a lot of specks of another color. It looks like a poodle. Very pretty. Very pretty. So I got way more trees. I'm gonna show you right now. When I go walk over there, it's now I always do 10 walks. I always try to do 10 walks. Sometimes when I'm like the day is getting shorter on me, I always shorter them down to 6 walks. 3 walks meditating, 3 walks thinking. Never take your walks as an advantage. Always feel good when you come on these walks. So pee before you go on these walks. Like, because these walks are supposed to like release your mind. You're not supposed to be thinking or like feeling negative while you're doing these walks. They're supposed to take that away. It's supposed to help you. That's why I do it myself. So let me show you it. Alright, so there's some weird dude screaming over there, but hey, that one right there that you see is really big next to the lights is hybrid. That one right there that you see, that one is father. That one is Prince. One of my favorite trees right here is mother. That one is caretaker right there. That one right there would be Keen. I love Keen. That's Sleep right next to Keen. That's Twin Flame 1. And that's Twin Flame 2 right next to it. Only reason I call them the same name, Twin Flame 1 and Twin Flame 2, because they connect to each other. So right after this, I'm gonna show you how to root yourself. Because when you root yourself, like I'm doing right now, I gotta take off my slides. I gotta get comfortable first. But when you root yourself and you put your bare foot on land like this, grass, and you touch it, what it basically does is it sets your day. Like you know, if you know about all the roots of chakras, like your heart chakra, like all the chakras, like your crown chakra, all of that, you know that the root chakra is what stabilizes everything. Without the root chakra, all the other chakras will like tremble. So you always need the root chakra. You need a root chakra to help you out. So you will get your bare foot and walk. You gotta walk. Always leave all the essentials behind. So if you got some keys on you, whatever, like metal and like artificial, always takes it off you. Of course, not your clothes, maybe your shirt, but you know, be caught naked if it's not your house. If it's your house, go for it. So I'm gonna get back to you right now.